This is the Tyrant, and I am here with the actual Sierra 117 himself, Master Chief. The real deal.
You know what? I still need a weapon.
That was awesome.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? Welcome to Tyrant's Legendary Guide for Halo 3. The man you just saw was Steve Downes, the Master Chief himself. You were watching Sierra 117, the first mission in Halo 3. This is one of my favorite games in the series. It's the first one in which I conquered Mythic difficulty, Legendary all skulls on. But today we won't be playing Mythic difficulty, though we will be playing on Legendary. The skulls that I chose to activate for this are Iron, because this is a no-deaths run anyway. Tough Luck, just to add a little bit of a challenge to things. Cowbell, because we could always use more cowbell. I Would Have Been Your Daddy, and of course, Grunt Birthday Party. Who doesn't like a party? Well, low-flying plane. Watch out now. This is the only skip that I'll be performing in this level, or one of the only skips. Follow this moth to jump up here on this rock. Kind of crouch jump up to the top level here. Top heavy level. And you kind of want to duck and crawl under all these branches. Now you have to do this skip quickly. If you hear that brute say, "Alright, you whelps, find them," or whatever it is, then it won't work. Notice how these grunts are not reacting at all. Bye, scream, yell. We're gonna pick up a plasma pistol here. And look at that, none of the enemies spawned. None of them, making this very easy. I did leave catch off just because this is a somewhat closed-in level, though beautiful. And it's very easy to get surrounded by grunts. And they just love those plasma grenades. They love those blue spiders. This is the first major skirmish in the mission. You want to hold up here for just a second. Look at, oh, there he is. That's right. Just daydream. Once his back is turned, grab a carbine and move in for the kill.
Merry Christmas.
Well, Merry Christmas to you, and Happy Kwanzaa. That was a Jackal marksman. They're a lot like Jackal snipers, only they have Covenant carbines instead of beam rifles, so they're not quite as deadly. You want to try to aim for that little blue scope on their heads. And when you see that light illuminated, that means that they're looking directly at you. They are aware of your presence. I like to use the line of sight approach here. Take everything out that can see me. There are 4 Jackal marksmen here. The quicker you take those out, the better. They're really the only ones that can hit you from all the way across the battlefield. Sometimes there are only 3. And I also like to get the grunts that are down here on this lower level. For obvious reasons. I love these guys. They sound like the Munchkins from Wizard of Oz. I'm just waiting for them to follow the yellow brick road. To hell. Now this is the first game to feature brutes instead of elites. And the cool thing about the brutes is that once you've disabled their power armor, it will not regenerate, which means they are open for a headshot from that point onward. No recharging. It's pretty cool. The brutes, in my opinion, are far easier to kill than the elites. When you do knock off their armor, they have a tendency to berserk. And in this particular game, they have several different attacks. Their long-range attack can kill you in one hit, particularly on Legendary. Now, you'll notice that I disabled his armor with the carbine. The carbine is more effective against power armor than the battle rifle, which is the other main one-headshot weapon that you'll be using in this game. It fires a 3-round burst, unlike the carbine or the DMR that we saw in Halo Reach, and is a lot easier to kill enemies with. There are a lot of carbine crates in this area, so feel free to kind of splurge a little bit. I have seen people skip this zone before, but to me this is just far too much fun to play. There's that other marksman right there. He likes to hide. And as you probably saw a couple of seconds ago, once you've killed enough of the grunts and brutes, they'll retreat back to this far area over here. And then sometimes reinforcements will show up on the right-hand side, usually composed of a couple of grunts and 2 shielded jackals. I do not see the shielded jackals this time. I don't know what happened to them. I guess they missed the short bus. Alright. Now I take out the grunts first, so that I can have some one-on-one time with those space monkeys. Usually when you kill one of these jackals, the other one will jump off, see? And we'll be fighting ground control. Dispose of these fusion coils, because if they detonate next to you, that's pretty much the end of the mission. Headshots are pretty easy. Go for the notch in the shield. That causes them to stumble backwards for an easy one-hit kill. Now I like to use the noob combo against the brutes the most. 1 overcharge shot. Works just fine. Of course, stickies work pretty good too. I like to blue ball the hell out of them. And we're going to use that tree for a nice little temporary shield. Almost got us there.
Pelicans are en route, Chief, but I can't raise Bravo. You find them? Get them to the extraction point.
I'm trying to get myself to the extraction point. There is nothing more satisfying than sticking a brute. Now, pick up some more additional carbine ammo. Grab some right there. Get your plasma pistol ready and nail this brute that's choking that Marine. Easy noob combo hit. The grunts will usually go suicidal at this point, and you've got 2 jackal marksmen to deal with on either side. One there, and I think the other one retreated. Usually the one on the right retreats after you've killed the one on the left. Important thing to note, Halo 3 is also the first Halo game in which once you kill a Covenant leader, like a brute, the grunts will stick themselves with plasma grenades and run at you. They've given up all hope on life. There's that other marksman, dead. You want to take this corner kind of easy. There's about 3 grunts hiding back here. That's another good reason I like to use the grunt birthday party skull, because you can tell right away when you've gotten a headshot. And you get to hear children scream. Now just beyond this bend, you've got more grunts. I mean, they just come in like waves in this mission. It's unbelievable. And beyond here you have a brute captain plated in gold armor and his grunt buddies. Now once again, if you go for the grunt or the brute first, the leader of the pack, whoa, and he's got a brute shot there. A lot of times his little buddies will suicide. Yep, there I am. Peekaboo. Now that brute has a brute shot. That's a lot like the Reach concussion rifle. It shoots kind of straight, usually about 3 direct hits can kill a shielded enemy. Well, player anyway, in multiplayer. We're gonna grab a battle rifle here. You want to enter the next area with both a carbine and a battle rifle. As much headshot ammo as you can. There's plenty of ammo right around this bend over here. Yeah, you're unworthy of my blades. And this next zone can be a tad bit tricky. It's the start of the dreaded jackals. Wait a minute.
Did you sacrifice
what is this?
me to complete your mission? Could you watch me die?
If it means you'll leave me alone, yes, I could watch you die. Go away. Okay, so like I said, this next zone's a little bit complicated. We now have jackal snipers involved. You can hear their beam rifles in the background, and they are a one-hit kill on you. Master Chief, icon of the series, can get hit in the toe and die instantly. I don't like that. Now, you've got 2 pelicans assaulting the Covenant enemies here, making them all go crazy. Try to kill as many of them as you possibly can, because once the pelicans go down, spoiler alert, they'll all retreat to the back area. Fast and low, that's the way I like it.
Watch yourself. Off the thruster. Hang on. Get a hold of her.
Well, they don't quite scream like that. Now this Phantom will randomly show up and just kind of hover there for a second. It won't drop off any troops, but if you get too close, the primary and secondary weapons will hammer the hell out of you. Phantoms are a little different here than in Halo 2. Instead of having 3 main guns, it has 2 side gunners, usually controlled by grunts, and a primary weapon called the heavy plasma cannon. Now, there are 2 Jackal snipers over here hiding. Use the DMR to take them down. We've got 1. If you notice them looking at you, be sure to hide. Now, if you don't get them within the first couple of hits, duck back behind something, wait for them to lose interest for a second, and then attack again. Now, the survivors from the Covenant onslaught are all hiding over here. You've got several Jackal marksmen along the top. You've got a few grunts, and you've got a couple of brutes as well. If you hang back here, you can take them on pretty easily. Just beyond the rocks over there on the left, you've got 2 shielded Jackals. But if you go too far, you're going to trigger the next wave of enemies. So just kind of hang out here for now and take out as many as you can. That's why I'm not charging. And it really wouldn't be that big of a deal if it was just grunts over there. But because we got a couple of brutes with brute shots, and they're pretty devastating, we don't want to take any chances. And once again, the carbine is a lot more effective against brute power armor than ballistic weapons. And when they're that far off, it's easier to use that than the noob combo. I will show you later on in the walkthrough how to do a noob combo from a distance. We call it distance shots. Very original. Or trick shots. Oh, look, he's monkeying around. That's right, you take that banana. Up here you have additional battle rifle ammo. Feel free to stock up whenever you need to. There's plenty of it. Okay, now we're going to move up. Now you want to do this quickly. We got a bubble shield for equipment. We probably won't need it. Up here you've got a couple of Jackal marksmen. Take them out quickly. And you want to cut these guys off. The Phantom's about to drop off several waves of grunts, and you want to beat them to the punch. Take them off as they're coming down. Look at that. All that chain reaction explosion. Sometimes you can even take out a couple of brutes that way too. Oh, when you deployed a bubble shield, that bastard. This is also the only game in the series where you can both use and fight equipment. In ODST, the enemies were using equipment, but you couldn't use it yourself. In this game, you can. Kind of like armor abilities in Halo Reach, only these actually work better in the game. And they do not break the game. Okay, we took that guy out. See how devastating that brute shot is? It's not even the direct hits that are really that big of a deal. It's the shock waves generated by the little explosions. The rest of the foes retreated back behind the corner. There are going to be a couple of brutes, several grunts, and a very menacing Jackal sniper. Sometimes I like to let the Arbiter go first, just to get the sniper's attention. Sometimes that brute will be hanging out on that rock, other times he won't be, and Arbiter almost got stuck. I'll try not to choke while I'm talking. Whoa! That's a kamikaze grunt. Gotta be careful of those guys. I think in Reach they call them suicide squads. Very racist. Okay, that's a Jackal sniper. Now, the sniper forest is dead ahead. It is made up of both Jackal marksmen and snipers. They are mixed up every time you go. So it's not easy to tell right off the bat which is which. So you need to take everyone very carefully, very cautiously. Treat every Jackal there like a sniper. Again, the snipers can kill you in one hit, so you need to be very careful. This is a game ender for a lot of people. We've got plenty of ammo right now. Again, I like to let the Arbiter go first. Draw the attention. And then we kind of flank them on the sides. Now there's a sniper right there. Make him your top priority. Johnson, stop talking. I don't care. I'm busy right now. Oh, there's another one. Again, DMR is your best headshot weapon here. Just take it nice and slow, not fast and low. There's another marksman. They are far more common than the snipers. There we go. Keep your eye on the back area. Sometimes there's a sniper hanging around back there. There he is. There's usually one hanging out in the middle too. I think we kind of lucked out this time. There is one marksman hanging up on that tree. Or should be. Where'd he go? There he is. Now this guy's a little bit harder to hit. He's a sniper and he hides in the light, making him a little bit more difficult to get that headshot on. So take your time with him. Another marksman. And there should be one more around the corner. And Arbiter kicked him in the face. Way to go, Falcon Punch. Now backtrack and go ahead and grab, let's go ahead and grab a beam rifle. And since we're starting to run low on DMR ammo, or sorry, battle rifle ammo, almost made that mistake. Go ahead and grab as much carbine ammo as you can. This next zone also has jackal snipers and marksmen. They are randomly scattered each time you perform this encounter. So again, treat every jackal like a sniper. We got him.
You gotta catch him.
Denny's is on the run now. Okay, there's usually one jackal hiding around back here. Where is he? Oh, I see that light. And he sees me, and he's dead. Now, there's a line of sight thing with the jackals. I noticed that they kind of shoot lower than your reticle. So you can put yourself in a position where you can see them, but they cannot hit you if there's enough space. And the same actually works on the sides, too, if you're hiding behind a corner, where you can hit enemies and they cannot hit you, or won't attack you. They'll always hit right below. There's another one over there, probably a sniper. Can't tell. There we go. And there should be one more hiding out a little bit further to the right. I would like to take a second to apologize for the audio quality here. I'm using my iPhone to record this because my computer's being retarded today. Last sniper is down. Go ahead and take out the grunts. This area is filled with grunts, a couple of brute captains, and grunts that go flying too. Yay. And jackal marksmen. Once you've already taken out the snipers. Now, an important thing to note here is that you will have enemy reinforcements that appear over there on the left from that cave. And that's why I turned off catch. You can easily get surrounded and just pounded like crazy over here. It can be very difficult. So we like to take this nice and easy. Now that Phantom's just kind of hanging out over there on the right. Sometimes he'll leave early, sometimes he won't. There is a Brute Chieftain hanging out on the side. And if you're lucky enough to kill him, you can actually grab an invincibility equipment early and use it to your advantage. We almost got killed there. Two more jackal marksmen. Man, I'm getting hammered. And not in a good way. And I am not doing so hard with the carbine. The carbine is a bit more difficult to get that headshot with, so we're just going to go with the beam rifle here. Probably should have done that from the get-go. And once you've moved to this point, that's when enemy reinforcements will start showing up from the cave. More will show up later as well. So you just kind of want to take it easy here. That's right, you thought you could hide from me.
We won this time.
No shit. Let's go for the brute here. If we can do that, then we can get the grunts to suicide. It's just fun watching me all explode. And that sounded a lot better in my head. Now, over here on the left, you've got a downed pelican, probably from the river area. And what you can do is grab additional battle rifle ammo and sniper ammo. And so that's what we're going to do in a moment. We're going to go ahead and just drain the rest of our carbine first, so we can save that battle rifle ammo for later. De-armored that guy. He's flipping out. He doesn't know what he's doing. Oh no, leader's dead. What do I do now? We're gonna jump down here, trade out our beam rifle for a sniper rifle, and grab a battle rifle as well. And this is what we want to enter the last zone with, the dam area. That damn area. Now here come additional reinforcements from the cave. Again, it's a couple of squads of grunts and some brute captains. It may just be one brute captain this time. Let me see, where is he? There he is. Headshot. Oh, man. It was like an orgy of death. Okay, we've got plenty of ammo, so let's approach the final zone. Quid quo pro. Because I am pro like that.
See how they bait their trap?
I'll bait your trap.
That will help you sprint.
That was so effective. Oh, right in the crotch. That looks like it hurt. Your two biggest worries here are the two jackal snipers, and I just screwed that up. On the far left-hand side, you've got several grunts and brutes and a couple of shielded jackals on the bottom zone. We've got our first jackal sniper there. And so now we're going to take out, we're going to take the line of sight approach. Since these guys can see us right away, we're going to take out the two jackal marksmen over here in this zone. We've got one on that roof. We've got one on the roof of that busted shack-looking building over here. And he's dead. That's another reason why I like scoring. You can see those headshots just pop up. That brute's going to be a problem. You may have seen me rush this area in some of my Mythic videos. It's entirely possible, but it's a little bit more difficult without Mythic and Tilt activated. Mythic and Tilt give you an advantage as well as the enemies, and it allows you a little bit more rushing capability. We do not have either of those skulls active, so we're not going to try that this time. I'm just going to kill everything. Everything. Everything must go. 50% off. Okay, now we're going to try to headshot this dude. The worst enemies in this zone are gone. Now, it should be noted that in the dam, you'll be fighting your first brute chieftain. Unlike Tartarus, these guys do not have fists of rut, but they do have gravity hammers, fuel rod guns, and also plasma cannons. This particular one is a brute chieftain, regular class, wearing reddish gold armor, and has a gravity hammer, my favorite weapon in the game. Let's get this one sniper. Alright, the two biggest threats in the area are down. The chieftain's actually not that difficult, and I'm going to show you how to deal with him. I think... oh, we're out of ammo. Great. Whoops. Now, fortunately, there's plenty of carbine ammo around here, so we'll be taking that, and they're charging. That's right. Those are brute bodyguards. They go down in one hit. I can't figure out why they're weaker than captains, because they're supposed to be protecting the chieftain. But okay then. And that ape is wandering around here somewhere with a hammer, and I don't like that. It should be noted that a lot of those gravity hammer brutes wield invincibility, which makes them indestructible. Or does it? I'm going to show you in a minute how to take out a brute chieftain using invincibility, maybe, if I can get him to use it. If you weaken their shields enough, a lot of times they'll activate it. Other times they have a flare, which does nothing for anybody. Why that's even a piece of equipment, I don't know. Slack-jawed squid head versus hammer-wielding monkey. Who wins? Oh boy. It's like squid golf. Oh, I think you pissed him off now. Oh, and he went flying. Okay, he activated his invincibility. Now check this out. Let him jump, sidestep, easy assassination. Even with the invincibility active, he goes down. Now that we've cleared out the eastern side of the dam, we're going to jump up here. This gives us the... Oh, come on, we can do it. The best vantage point for dealing with the reinforcements. A phantom will drop off several grunts, I think a couple of brutes, and 2 jackal marksmen. Alright, things are getting a little bit crazy now, and I'm shooting glass. I'm not helping myself. Arbiter is being a great distraction for us right now, and it's fun watching those, listening to those grunts giggle. And I'm sucking. There we go. Alright, jackal marksmen are down, so it's mainly just those 2 shielded jackals, the grunts, and the brute captains at this point. It sounds like he's coming from the basement, from the echo in his voice. Okay, we got that captain. Just clean up the grunts here. There should be one more captain lingering around somewhere. I see the red dot. There's 2 red dots. You know, like I said, I could rush this area, but this is just way too much fun. You know, it's not difficult. You just need to take your time and prioritize your enemies here. Oh, okay, that was a bad idea. He's hiding. Okay, he's going for Arbiter now. Man, I wish I had. No way to do a plasma grenade. Too late. Oh well. Okay, we've cleared most of the bridge. There is a crate full of carbine ammo right here. There's also another one in Johnson's holding cell. So you should have plenty of ammunition. We only have 1 sniper bullet left, so it's not really much use to us right now. It takes at least 2 sniper rounds to kill a brute captain on Legendary. So we're going to trade it out for a plasma pistol. Oh, he activated his combat condom again. Now, fortunately, they can only use their equipment once. After that, it's pretty much toast. But those bubble shields last for about, what, 15 seconds, give or take? A little too long. A lot of times they'll sidestep out of it too, and because of tough luck, he's dodging. And he's making it difficult. Wait till he starts firing a steady stream of shots at you, that he will be less prone to dodge, just like that. Oh, wow. I didn't even see him fall. They just went straight up in the air, never to be seen again. Grab additional carbine ammo from this crate, deactivate the image barrier. What's not as fun as it looks? What were you doing to those Marines in there? Okay, so as soon as you've deactivated the energy barrier, 2 phantoms will show up, dropping off troops. I like to head them off here at the bridge. That friendly gunship is a phantom loaded with tons and tons of missiles and will blow up those phantoms and all the other enemies around here, but we're going to beat them to the punch. We're not going to blow up any phantoms, but we're definitely going to be taking out these guys. He's getting a little bit frisky with that brute shot there. They're all bunched up together here, so it's a lot easier to take them out in groups. Believe it or not, that front birthday party explosion does generate a very small blast. So it does detonate any loose grenades, and that barrel went crazy. Look at that. They're just all flying. This is total chaos. I love it. Now at this point there's not a whole lot you can do about the Phantoms themselves. You're just going to have to wait for the Pelican to take care of the rest.
Stand by.
And I see those missiles flying.
Everyone down. Transfer the Phantom.
Ooh, pretty pink explosion. And second explosion. Oh, epic. Now at this point all you need to do is wait for the Pelican to drop off and you to hop on board. And that is the close of Sierra 117 on Legendary. Congratulations.
Are we ready?
IFF confirmed. Contact is Pelican dropship, Kilo 23, over.
Roger that. What's the word, Kilo 2-3?
Sierra 117 on board. Request priority clearance. Over.
Deck's yours. Come on down.